Hello and welcome back to Factorio C Block. In our last episode, we've fully rebuilt a good chunk of our ore sorting again. This section here, which is now crafting 3 times the amount of chunks, at least in theory, although the amount of crushed isn't all that great because the amount of this isn't all that great. I hope that's, wow, we drained that tank fast. I hope everything's running. We should check it. This is running, so we're producing that. This is running, we're producing that. And these are both running, so we're producing that there too. So it really comes down to the fact that we're consuming more than we're producing of the mineral sludge. Whatever this stuff is called. Yes, mineral sludge. But that's okay, because we're also making a crap ton of ore. The aluminum almost literally just finished backing up onto this belt, which means that it will now go all into making aluminum plates. And the silver has quite a bit to go because it produces at a fairly smaller rate, so it's got a little bit left to go here. And that'll back up eventually here, and then it'll produce more plates. We're producing enough, I think, now that, yes, all of these are being made at a reasonable rate. The silvered wire doesn't quite make it all the way to the end all the time, but enough of the time anyway. Plus, these are all backed up, so that helps out a lot, because we aren't using red circuits yet. We're going to try to use them a little bit tonight, or in this episode, but for now, we're going to do one other little side thing, which is a blueprint that I brought with me from my test save, and what this blueprint does is very, very simple. It makes all of the power poles, because I'm tired of handcrafting them. That's how I roll. So I have a plan here. Actually, I should probably do that. We have the need for iron and, copper and steel here. Iron plates are here, so those will grab their. Oh, I need a small one too. Forgot about the small one. There we go. The iron will come on this belt. Copper coils come in here. Is there anything else that comes on this belt? Also, brown circuits come on this belt. And then up here will be wood coming into this one. And that should be fine. What this does, though, is basically produces the sticks that each of these need. They then produce, or go into the ones making the actual lighted power poles. One lamp maker for all 3, because honestly, we don't need that ridiculously many. And these make pretty fast, half a second a piece, assuming we're making all the other things. The copper coils, as I mentioned, come into here, and then they go this way, and they also go that way, because this also needs copper coils and wood, and then the lamps obviously go into this one to make those as well. I don't know how many of those we're going to use. I have 2 slots there, 2 slots there, and 2 slots there for right now, and we can figure out if we need more later. Let's take this. This was copper and steel, which is copper, and steel was back over here. There. There. So you can go there, which means that you can do this, and then you can do that, like this. Copper and steel. Then this was just copper coils. I have no idea where those are. Over here someplace, I think quite a bit back. Not too bad. Here. This can go there and there. I don't know if I have enough of these undergrounds. I think I grabbed some, but I don't remember if I did. I have 40. We should be okay. TM. I'm going to do a half belt of these just because we really don't need that quite that capacity. And then iron and wood circuits come in here, aka brown circuits, aka straight lines, and then that'll be wood coming in there. Iron is here. Yeah, Wally, that's what you were supposed to do. This goes there. Right, that's got to be a better one. Better one. And then iron goes there. Brown circuits go there. And brown circuits are way, way down. I think they're in this belt, right? Yes. Run on the belt to get the advantage of the belt movement speed. But we'll need to do some shenanigans there. That one's okay. I don't know if that one will override or not. I don't trust it. So I'm going to do it myself. And I'm out of belts. That's okay. We got to let those circuits catch up anyway. And then I do have one thing that I wanted to kind of design live here on in the episode. And then that'll be kind of a episode of, I guess, mall production designs. But, you know, it's everything's a mall item, I guess, eventually. So it ends up being the same type of thing either way. Let's do 100 of those. Okay. That'll do. We'll get up here and we'll do some more of this. I mean, Factorio is in its end, or at its end, mall and science. Really, if you boil it down. It's really what you have. I mean, I guess you have intermediary production too, but we're talking simplifications here. This goes almost there. We can do that, though. That'll take care of those. And then finally, we needed wood over here, which I think the wood is way down there, too. Should have thought about that and brought that with, although that's a little bit convoluted as well to do. I think it's on this belt. Yes, it is. You made these. Not sure why I did that. Probably an old thing from when we did rebuild. Yeah, that does work. Why did I do that like that? Why didn't I do this? And then have that and that. Okay. Same thing goes here. Who knows? Probably part of the conversion efforts, and I just didn't clean it all up. When we redid the ore production smelting stuff. There. So that'll start making. We're just going to kind of ignore it for right now and let it do its thing as it can. And we'll see how that works. In the meantime, we're going to set up an array to make all of the Roboport components. And that is these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 items here. All of which use the same 3 items, or 4 items. Well, 3 produced items plus 2 or 3 other items. We have the need for Roboport antenna arrays, Roboport hatch doors, and Roboport charging pads. These need the antenna arrays. These need the antenna arrays. These need all 3 again. These need the antenna arrays and the charging pads. And these need the antenna arrays and the charging pads. They all need steel. This also will need steel chests, so we can produce those just fine. And then we also have more steel, more steel, more steel. And then those 3 items are over here. One of them will need steel, red circuits, and copper wire. This will need iron gear wheels as well as steel. This needs red circuits and steel again. So I made them in the yellow machines, which I don't necessarily need the yellow ones, but also that's okay too. I'm just going to put these down in a row for right now. I have 9 of them. That's how many items there are. And we need to make these 3 intermediaries, which I'm actually going to need a couple more machines because we're going to need something to make copper. We're going to need something to make iron gears. What was it again? Copper wire and iron gears? Yeah. We're going to need actually a couple more. We'll need 1 for gears, 1 for copper, and I'll do this, the copper wire from the coils. And then over here, we need to have Roboports, the regular kind. We need to have the logistic zone interface. We need to have these logistic zone expanders. I'm not entirely sure what these do, but I want to experiment with them. We have Roboport chests, we have robot charging pads, and we have large robot charging pads. So if we kind of looked at these 3 items here alone, which have 1 input of a crafted item on 2 of them, and then we look at what these need. You need all 3. So maybe we put that up here. And you need just the 2 arrays, antenna arrays, or just the antenna arrays. So I'm going to put you over here. You also need just the antenna arrays. I'm going to put that one over there too. You need all 3 as well, so I'm going to put you up here. You're also going to need chests, but we'll deal with that in a little bit. You need antennas and charging pads, so we could put that maybe here. Antennas and charging pads. Yes, I want to swap these two. We'll see why in just a moment. And you need antennas and charging pads as well. So what I want to try to do is to make an array that's all using direct insertion, at least as best as possible here. You have copper wire need. You don't have any extra need, and you have the gear wheels need. So we'll put the gear wheels down here on the end. For sure. Gear wheels, iron gear wheels. And then we'll do the other thingy, which is here. With copper wire. Oh, right there. Duh. They're not in the intermediary tab in Angels. Okay, so you don't need circuits, you don't need circuits. You don't need circuits, you don't need circuits. You don't need circuits, you do need circuits. And so do all three of these, just those two. So circuits, red circuits should come across here someplace. Push this up a little bit. Let's maybe put the red circuits here, at least tentatively. I guess I will have to do a longer underground there. About that. You're also going to need the copper wire. We'll direct feed that somehow here. Steel might just be on that too, but actually we're going to need more steel than anything else. And then we're also going to need the iron down there. We're going to need a lot of steel. So we might end up with 2 belts or 2 half belts of steel here. Bring in all the steel in that we need. These could probably be pushed down a little bit. And let's see. I think what I want to do is swap this one for one of these. Nope. There. Nope. There. You could come over here too. Can I get an inserter to do this crazy shenanigans reach here? This to there. Yes. Okay, that's great. And then can I do the same with you here? Yes, obviously, because it's the same. Actually, I put more space in there, but this could have more space vertically too. So because that's the challenge, is making sure that I can get this further one back into there just fine. But I can't. Oh, I needed a steel chest too. Let's do a box or a machine for those two. I made 9 for the 9 things, but I didn't make the things for the things. Go right there, maybe. May or may not be fine, but we'll start there and we'll go with it. Steel chest there. Stop doing the double click, Wally. This isn't 2.0 with quality issues going on. So let's see. You need steel. Yes, we'll have a belt of steel coming through here. Maybe we'll do another one here too. So maybe I push this up after all. Maybe, maybe not. If the red circuits are coming through here, they need to continue to this one. So maybe iron could share with that, or the copper could share with the steel. You need steel all the way down here. Or sorry, the iron or the copper wire coils could be on the same belt as the red circuits easily enough. That and that is good. So yeah, we'll have a belt of steel coming in here also. Maybe this one gets moved a little bit, one way or the other. Maybe up. In which case I don't actually need the underground. You can take it out in a little bit. And then have the steel coming in here. I should have just left the underground there. Left this belt there. Steel comes this way. Steel comes this way. We have red circuits and either copper coils or iron on this belt. Red circuits go all the way to there. No. All the way to here. On this belt, sorry. So this should be maybe red circuits and copper coils, and then I bring another belt of iron in. That might be the best arrangement that I can come up with. Reasonably so, anyway. Yeah, I think so. And 2 separate belts of steel seem to make sense, given the amount of steel that's needed in the building of these things. So we'll bring the belt of iron in, maybe across here. See how that plays out. Oopsie. I'm going to need to do something else with it. Undergrounds and things, but we'll figure that part out too. Okay, so let's see. This will also need to be bigger. In which case, I'm probably going to do a longer reaching thing here. Is that going to be enough? Maybe. You'll go here with this and that. And this and that. You're going there already. You can go here already. This was iron. Can I just do that to get it in there? Maybe. If I do this plus... Thank you. This, I should be good to go there. That moves you into there. You're also going to need steel. And you're going to need steel. So we can do also this. Which will grab the steel from that belt and bring them in here. Steel doesn't need to come this far. Actually, you need steel, and you need steel. Okay, well, we can do some of that with this. You here, and you here, so you'll need to have a belt like that. And then we just need to have maybe this. Yeah, let's do that. This will go like this, but not quite. It will actually go like this. That'll work out just fine. Interesting that that's 4.14 and this is 4.44. And that's got a much smaller arc of movement. I don't know. Is that one of those... I bet you it's one of these things. Like, would that make a difference? Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, okay. It just... The position of the destination makes a difference sometimes. This can go here, and you're going to need actually a fair amount of iron, right? 2 every half second, but that's to make 1 gear wheel every half second. Here we actually need 20 of them per second, but we're not going to make that many. But let's still go ahead and do that with one of these, I think, just to catch all of it as best we can. That should take care of those things that we need. On this side, I think. You're good. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 inserters. You're good with 3 inserters. You're good there. Oh, we got to do this. That might not actually be a great plan either, though. Because this is also going to be quite slow at 1 per half second. This is going to move to... Oh, no, this moves 2.4 per second. So that's fine. It's fine. It's fine. You're good. You're good with the gears and the steel. I've also brought steel in from up here, too. I may move this one up there. But we also have red circuits to deal with here and here. So maybe not. We'll do one of these here. I think that makes the most sense. We'll definitely want to do this type of thing here. Nope. One of you. Like that. You're going to want to have 2 every 0.2 seconds, but we're not going to crank that fast. So 2.4 per second should be fine, I guess. We'll see. We know that we need to have this type of thing here, which means that this actually needs to be different. This is going to need to be this, which is too far. No, it's perfect. Okay. And we want to have this and that. For you. That's 3 items. That's 2 items for you. You'll also need steel from here somehow. Somehow. We could do this. Yeah, that'll be fine. And then we do so that's all 4 that's all 3 of your items, and then you need to have those 3 items plus these steel chests. We'll do the steel chests like this, and then your 3 items are this one, and that one. Ew. I did the one of those over there. Right there, because I didn't need this right away over here. Bringing that in. It's definitely not going to be far enough. Now I've hit an impasse challenge here. Not an impasse, but what if this machine wasn't here? What if we did more... could just do this. This doesn't have to be here. This doesn't have to be there. This could be down here someplace. And I could still do one of these right there. This can go like this and then like that. And that gives me one more of these where I can do the mirror of this right in there. And then I just need one like that, which I could do easily enough the same exact way. This and G-flip. You need red circuits, you need red circuits. That's done easily enough with 2 of these, just like that. Similar to what we did with these. For their steel. Wait a minute. Did I convolute something here? This is steel. Okay. I did, but then I unconvoluted it. So that's okay. I intended for this one to be steel, that one to be iron, and then I switched them at some point in the process. But it's okay, I think. We'll see. And then this was red circuits. We don't need red circuits anymore down here. No. And then you'll get your steel from here. And I'm guessing we don't need very many of these. 1 every 5 seconds. This crafts 1 every 0.5, needs 8 steel. 8 steel every 5 seconds is that's gonna be plenty fast enough. I think this is okay. We'll only know if we hook it up and find out, I guess. That's there. That's circuits. This was steel. Wait a minute, this was steel. We need to have this be picking up from there, because this is where the copper comes in. Red circuits, red circuits. Wait a minute, you don't need steel from up here. You're getting it from down there. Well, we could do it both. Let's take this one out. Because you're getting your steel from up there. No, you're getting your red circuits from up there. Undo, 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 undo. Okay, I think it's good. I think it's fine. Let's put some of these. Oh, wait, we also got to deal with these. You need red circuits. Circuits are coming from here, right? Let's do this. You do not. You need steel, though. Steel is on this upper belt here. We'll back off. Oh, we don't need to back off. Just do this. You also will need steel, and steel is on the lower belt here, so we'll do the same thing there. And that should take care of it, I think. We need output boxes for 6 things here. Let's see. You and you. And 2 there. And 2 here, and I'm going to move this, obviously. Let's also, just for posterity reasons, get the power poles in here. We're going to have 1 there. Go there. It's fine then. Also, I need to be able to make big power poles so we can take out this power trunk bus here. Give me this. And then I want to do this and that. And I'm going to have some down here. There and there. Perfect, and that's exactly how many I had. We need to have corners here, there, and here. Here and there. And then these should all be limited to like a stack or something. Okay, cut this whole thing now. And let's replace it. Down here. Up just a little bit. Avoid the power poles. That'll be good. And then we'll do this, which should be good enough. You'll build those things, and then we are bringing in iron here. We're going to need longer reach on that. Iron here. And this is steel. I would like to copy one of these like that. Here. This is steel as well. And this is half copper, half copper coils, half red circuits, and we don't have the red circuits this far up yet. We're going to have to pick a bus lane for those. What do we have next here? I think it's to be over here. Anything else in that bus lane? Nope. Okay, good. So those will come this way. Down here. Paste, flip. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then actually this will go like this. You'll split, you'll do this. You'll go this way. And we'll have a down and an up. And I don't have hardly any belts left. A little more belts. How am I doing on yellow undergrounds? Let's grab another stack of those. I'm going to need a few more. Let's go ahead and grab that, and I'll grab this, and that should be enough. Almost there. Oh, and also there's some possibly slow belts in the red circuit array. I need to figure those out, recalculate anything in there yet. And we'll just touch that maybe next time. I don't know if you want me to show it on camera or not, I'm not sure. But, oh wait, I need to do copper coils there first. There, this will go here, so you're not there. You can just do this, and then we can do, let's see, you go here. You can split there. You can do this. Does that matter? Not really. Same undergrounds either way. That should do it. Half a belt of those, half a belt of those, and can we make anything? Not until we have... Oh yes, you've made these, which means and you've made those. So you should be deposited with 2 of your things. You don't need those. And 2 of your things. And you don't need that one. You need that, you need that. This, those are good, right? You needed that, you needed this. Well, steel's working, iron is working. That's, we're halfway there. It's going to take a little bit for the red circuits to catch up to us. Looks like we also should maybe balance the output. Could do that a couple of different ways. I think the easiest way to do it is to just do this on half of these outputs. And that way we can produce balanced output, or capable of producing balanced output. We could have put a balancer in too, just to make sure, but that'll be that'll be enough. By the time we get everything kind of moving and everything is rolling, this will be fine. As long as this works, I'll be happy. No, that one doesn't work. What are you supposed to be grabbing from that? Wait, not from the power pole. You're grabbing from... there. No, you're not supposed to be grabbing from there. What do you have? Oh, you want steel. Okay, there is one steel missing then. In that case, let's take this out and we'll put in a one of these like this. There you go. That's all we needed. And again, this is a mall making Roboport stuff, so it doesn't need to produce at any sort of speed or ratio. It just needs to produce while we're not using it. Doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be good enough. We should have copper wire in here, so yeah, we're just waiting on the red circuits. You're not getting antennas. Oh, I didn't put the antennas in these. Oopsie. Crap. Then that means you need to move over there someplace. Means that you're not covered now. Oh, yes, you are. Okay, good. These need to go like this and like... I want to do this. You'll go there and then there. Take you a minute on the red circuits. It's fine. Oh, we got one of those. Yeah, one of those now, maybe? Oh, you need a few antenna arrays. The antenna arrays are probably going to be the slow one because they need a lot of... They produce very fast, but they need a lot of red circuits. So maybe once we have... once they have a backed up enough belt that they can grab two at a time, that'll be a little bit better. But it's also fine. I'm not that worried about it because, like I said, this is a mall. One of those is made, one of those is made. And it's just going to take it a bit of time to get everything else made. So they're going in here. That's fine. They're going in here. That's fine. And they're going in there. That's good too. And so now it's just down to production speed. So we'll leave this here. I hope this is interesting. I like to do some, like I've said before, some live builds, some completely from scratch builds like this, especially for a mall type of build. But I also don't want to spend all the time on it, especially for something like power poles. So I think it's a fair trade-off doing some of each. If you have questions, thoughts, comments, or anything on that or anything else, we can definitely address those in a future episode. Before we go, I want to start up a few more sciences that I should have actually started up earlier. Heat pipes, not something we're going to need right away, but soon enough. And then heat exchanger following that. We'll need those eventually. We also have burner heat source. We'll do those. And then we have cliff explosives, which we don't have any need for here either, but they lead to blasting charges. So we'll want to do those because that allows us to dig holes and put water in where landfill is. And then charcoal processing 3 is kind of a utility thing. Wherever that one went, there, yeah. Charcoal processing 3 gives us a different recipe for charcoal that gives us some byproducts. Probably something we'll use later. But right now, it's just kind of a utility thing. Rocket boosters. I'm not entirely sure what these are used for, but they don't seem to lead anything directly yet, but eventually to more rocket booster options and the Spidertrons. So they seem to be a utility thing right now. I'm going to add those in. And then finally, there's cooling solutions, which give us cooling towers as a way of turning steam back into purified water, which will be actually another way to make purified water. A much cleaner way to make purified water, perhaps, by using fuel instead of sinking saline all the time. So we can maybe use those either in some of our existing builds or definitely in future builds or rebuilds. So we'll do that, and then following all of that, well, we'll have to see what comes next. Because, once again, we've caught up to my test game, so I need to do some more experimentation. We are getting much, much closer to wanting to set up the blue science, and the next bit of that, we'll have to do this full spectrum atomics lab. There's a lot of stuff in here to deal with, and then that leads us to blue science. But I definitely want to dig through these other red-green things. I just want to dig through them in a way that allows us to verify whether or not we want to use them now before we proceed into blue science. So with that, we'll leave this here, and we will be back in the next one with some more production and some more advancement here in C Block. Thank you all for joining me, and I will see you then. Bye for now.